This is your morning in 8 minutes. Right now, a manhunt is underway.
Multiple agencies are searching for a murder suspect right now. Take a look at your screen. 66-year-old David Kite Moore is the suspect in a reported shooting on Basinger Road in Conk County. One person was found dead from a gunshot wound yesterday morning. A SWAT team was activated to find Moore, but did not find him in his home. The Conk County Sheriff tells us Moore is considered to be armed and dangerous. If you see him or you know anything, call 911 immediately.
An Angela Marie Holt's trial is set to begin today. She's charged in connection with her mother's death last September. Court documents say Holt lived with her mom in West Knox County. Police say her mother was killed with a cutting instrument. Holt is charged with first-degree murder.
The man accused of killing a woman, then leading authorities on a multi-state chase, is now charged. Jason Dockery made his first appearance in Anderson County Court on Friday. He's accused of shooting and killing Shiesty Mayberry in the high school area, then leading authorities on a chase for about 48 hours before being caught in Maynardville on Thursday. Court documents show Dockery admitted to the crime. He is charged with first-degree murder.
And one man is in custody this morning after police say he vandalized 4 churches in Morgan County. The sheriff's office says Stephen Schuyler was caught on surveillance video vandalizing churches along Highway 62 between the Coalfield and Oliver Springs areas. The sheriff says citizen participation helped to lead to his arrest.
A Knox County physician's assistant's license is now suspended. Aaron Lee Hess is facing 16 counts of aggravated statutory rape, and sexual activity involving a minor. The Board of Physician Assistants restricted his license. He can no longer prescribe controlled substances pending the results of his criminal case.
And in Monroe County, police say 7 people are in jail after deputies raided a so-called drug house. It happened in Madisonville on Southgate Road. Police say they received a complaint about possible drug trafficking. Inside the home, they found what they believe is fentanyl and heroin.
One man lost his home after a fire in East Knoxville. KFD says crews had a hard time getting to the home, finally getting through by an alley. They got the fire under control within 20 minutes, but that home is a total loss. Fire investigators are now looking into the cause. No one is reported to be hurt.
We've got new details this morning about a deadly camper fire in Roane County. The Attorney General says this fire may have been set intentionally by the woman who died in it. Another person was taken to the hospital with burn injuries. Crews responded to the camper just before 9:30 on Friday night. The victims have not been publicly identified.
A hiker is safe this morning after it took almost 9 hours to rescue them. Multiple rescue teams responded to Frozen Head State Park after the call came in on Saturday. A trail runner was hurt while they were deep in the woods and couldn't continue on their own. Crews from at least 5 counties helped with that rescue. The hiker's safe after getting checked out by EMS.
And a new report from the Tennessee Comptroller's Office accuses Sevier County Dispatch Director of making nearly $10,000 in questionable purchases. A report says the purchases happened over a 2-year span. Investigators say when the county questioned the director, he voluntarily adjusted his timesheets. This is just a report from the Comptroller's Office. The director has not been indicted.
Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs is weighing in on the ambulance shortage. AMR hit level 0 several times last week. That means all ambulances are busy with other patients. A higher volume of 911 calls in a short period of time and longer than normal emergency room wait times triggered the county to open an emergency operations center last Tuesday. Jacobs says AMR's partner company, Rural Metro, is now deploying additional ambulances. He also says the county is using several programs for non-emergency calls. 3 other companies are now bidding for the ambulance contract in Knox County. Knox County Commission is expected to take up the offers during their meeting October 23rd.
And the Knox County Commission is holding a work session later today. Among the items on the agenda, discussion of new roads around town, along with a few zoning requests and education grants. This meeting will preview the voting session next Monday. Get started at 5 o'clock in the City County Building's main assembly room.
WVLT is proud to be your official station of the Vols. The updated AP football poll is out, and the Vols dropped sharply. Tennessee is now 23rd after a rough loss against Florida Saturday night in the Swamp. Prior to Saturday's loss, Tennessee was ranked 11th. Tennessee's back at home this Saturday, taking on the University of Texas, San Antonio.
Well, 13,000 members of the United Auto Workers Union are on their 4th day of striking. They want a 36% raise, job protections as the industry shifts towards electric vehicles, and an unwinding of concessions made during the Great Recession. Detroit's big three automakers countered with about a 20% bump in pay.
For now, workers at the General Motors plant in Spring Hill in Middle Tennessee have not gone on strike. Spring Hill's mayor tells us city leaders have talked to leadership on both sides. They are hopeful for a swift resolution.
Let's get a look at that first alert traffic this morning. We're taking a live look at I-40 just west of Level Road. You can see that road sign there warning you about patchy, dense fog that's hanging around this morning. So be mindful of cars that are pulled over on the side of the road and get those low beams on as you head out on this Monday morning. Taking a look at your big picture right now, those interstates and main roads are looking good. Starting to see that usual congestion build up in those places we normally see. We'll keep an eye on that, but no crashes to tell you about so far. Taking a look at your drive times, I-40 west from Winfield Dunn Parkway to downtown. It's taking you about 14 minutes this morning. Alcoa Highway from Pellissippi Parkway to I-40, you're moving along about 61 miles an hour, and then it's taking you 9 minutes to take that route this morning.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
Just about 6:56 now. Here's a look at where we have some areas of dense fog. Really, visibility has been a problem at times in Monroe and McMinn County. It's dropped again in Monroe, meaning it is harder to see. We've still got some dense fog in parts of Knox County, especially north and east to parts of South Knox. Then up through Union to all along the Tennessee-Kentucky line, that fog persists. So it'll take a couple of hours before that sunshine will be able to evaporate this, as it's been sitting in the way for a while. But that does leave temperatures sitting right around their dew points on this cooler, drier morning. It is 49 in Jamestown, 54 Middlesboro to 56 in Knoxville. Starting off on this mild note, and then a nice afternoon with plenty of sun will put us at 71 at noon. High today 79, a few degrees below average, so mild for now. But keep in mind there is still a high sun exposure here in that UV index, and pollen counts are high. Yes, it may feel like fall this morning. There's a bit of fall in the air too in terms of ragweed. That is definitely continuing to grow and produce this week. Grass levels are also moderate in case you want to get outside, and that is a factor for you. But at least we can keep that humidity down for now. That gives us some mild mornings, but we are talking about the warming trend for your afternoon.